Well, good morning, Merlin. Magical Merlin, of course. Hello, and welcome to a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. You are tuning in live, alongside some of the citizens of Catio Town. We are here in the Sky Suite in our new Catio Town building that you, of course, helped us build. Looking forward to hanging out with some of our hybrid rescues on this Monday. And most importantly, looking forward to checking out the officially completed outside Catios of Catio Town. That's right. All of the Catios outside have been completed and cats have been given access. Still some kind of finishing touches and details. They're going to look, even more kind of filled out as we kind of come into spring and summer, but happy that these hybrid cats have some outside access and some fresh air to enjoy here in their new Catio Town space. So welcome everyone. There's Miss Rachel, who has been just doting on her Enrichment TV there. She's now turning to the fellow with the camera here. This would be Merlin the Bengal, of course. Over here, I see Chelsea Gwen and Mr. Beck right below Gwen, who is a Chelsea Savannah mix. Beck has really been able to kind of latch on to his roommates in the best way possible. And Beck's one of our newer rescued residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So a little iffy on humans, but loves his cat friends. And another thing, loves mealtime. One thing I can count on a little extroverted moment from Beck would be if food time is on its way and Beck's going to come meet the caretakers right at his front door. Right alongside you, Mr. Merlin, who's probably the most social of this group. Of course, we don't want to forget about Mr. Ledger, the F1 Savannah. If I slowly sit down here, we also have F1 Bengal Jewel in the background. So, I don't know, I'm getting talking, Jewel. It sounds like I'm a little congested, so sorry for my stuffy nose, everyone. But welcome, everyone. Maria Vaughn saying, please show outside. That is right. We're going to be heading outside here in just a moment. Want to get a little cat time in. Because admittedly, Merlin, you're probably the most social out of this group. I think you might come and join me outside. But I can also tell that you just had your meal. You're sitting in your cloud bed here in the Sky Suite. He says, I got to main the shade. I probably will make a pit stop outside, but we'll see. And Elizabeth asking, do they get scratches and brushing? And that's a great question, Anne. Here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, we're a no-contact sanctuary when it comes to our big cats and our full wildcats, like our smaller full wildcats, like our servals and bobcats. But a hybrid cat like Merlin, who might want some pets, he certainly can get pets if he wants them. I know Merlin, he is a little bit more of a social cat compared to his other roommates here. Gwen back across the way, certainly Jewel down in the corner. Even Monica, who's standing out here with me. I know if I were to take a step just in that direction and try to reach out for a pet from Monica, she would go the opposite way. So the long and short answer of your question is yes, we will offer pets to those rescues if they do like them. And I know Merlin is a social cat, and I know that his wild at heart life is made that much better by getting some chin scratches like this and some affection, just like you might show your cat at home. But on the other hand, you have a cat like Rachel, who her wild at heart life is going to go along just fine if humans stay out of the picture as much as possible. And we're going to do that within reason, Miss Rachel. Hearing some yowling across throughout the halls here of Catio Town. But let's head outside, everyone, for a moment and check out an outdoor space. I'm going to close the door behind me, obviously. Human door for big old Judson and the caretakers. And you have your small Catio door that's going to give them 24/7 access to this outdoor space. And we've kind of seen, the Catios and what they're going to look like. But now what's happened and what's obviously something that's probably the most important part about it all is that caretakers and Tammy have gone through all the Catios and ensured that the doors are functioning properly. We now have locks on all of the doors. We now have a protocol installed to not enter the exterior human door now that they're cats in the Catio. So certainly kind of a lot of the constructed aspects of Catio Town, like the skywalks, the different furniture that's been in here, that is here. But officially, from a safety standpoint, we're able to grant cats access to these spaces. Of course, one of the things being put in that's always important is that fine mesh to keep any tails and ears and toes from cats that might not be so civil with one another. But as you can see, it's, holy cow, this is a huge space. This is the corner suite. So the Sky Suite, that would be the Posh Suite, the Northwoods or Up North Suite, excuse me, and then right across the way, the Mellow Meow Suite. These corner suites are going to offer some of the larger catio spaces. And then, for example, right next door, you can see Dream in her perby outside catio. And I know that hi, Miss Dream. I know that Tammy has a few more kind of themed pieces that will be showing up in these outdoor catios come spring and summertime. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus, pretty girl. Maybe not with that mesh. But Dream soaking in the sun. Pretty mild day here in northern Minnesota, truthfully. So a great day to be taking advantage of their catios. Let's see. Take two, Dream. And that's just one of the wonderful things that Tammy's pointed out and we've been able to kind of see unfold right in front of us. All right, that's not going to happen. Is cats being able to use their indoor spaces on these inclement days. And we're coming into winter here where there's going to be more than a few inclement days. And the cats being able to use these large indoor spaces, still take advantage of their outdoor spaces, but have the kind of freedom to be the hybrids that they are, even in these cooler winter months. And that's one of the special things about Catio Town. I can already tell the difference that I'm able to see and kind of interact with these cats. We've already had plenty of cold and rainy days. No snow yet, Miss Rachel. And a lot of cozy and warm cats, which we love seeing. Kind of the proof in the pudding, Mr. Ledger, so to speak. I'm going to catch up on some comments as I was walking around out there trying to zoom in on Dream through the fence there, but I wanted to jump back into a cat here. Certainly is mild here for mid-November, Maria. And you can hold off on sending us the cold. It looks like that might be showing up right around this week. Jeremy asking, do they listen to Metal in the Metal Meow Suite? No, that could be a Catio Town suite I'd get behind. Rock on. Martha Frost saying the outside catios look great. Thank you for that, Martha. It's a really cool space and not only large, the footprint of it's large, but certainly including all the types of vertical spaces that our hybrids love, and even your cats at home love getting up high. My cat loves climbing on top of the kitchen cabinets, and that's kind of the idea with a lot of, even the suites that you're seeing here is giving them that vertical space. They have the skywalk systems, just like you might see in some of our cougar habitats, our bobcat habitats. Being able to kind of map that onto these catios is awesome. Here's Miss Rachel here. I'm going to zoom in on Beck and Gwen one more time. And we can go and check in on some more citizens of Catio Town here. Probably pop out onto one more outdoor catio. I would like to go out there with one of the cats actually out enjoying their catio. We saw Dream from the other side of her fence at least. Oh, this is so wonderful. Lori Heath, I'm looking at your comment. You had a special announcement that your little outside kitty that you named Simone in memory of Simone, the precious domestic that was with us for a short time. She's officially turned in her feral card, and she's in quarantine in your craft room. She had a great first night. Congratulations, Lori. On a new member joining your furry family, and so wonderful of you to certainly be taking in a cat that very much needs a family. So that's awesome to hear. Let's see, Mr. Ears up there, Merlin. I just wanted to zoom in on this handsome man and beautiful Gwen here. But Beck and Gwen, that'd be Beck down low, Gwen up top. And Beck loves his feline friends here in the Sky Suite. You can see maybe he's not too enthused about the human coming into his Sky Suite this morning. But I'm getting out of Dodge here, Mr. Beck. Don't you worry. Faith Warner getting curious about Topper. We certainly can drop in on Topper. I can only imagine we're probably just about to be able to see every single face here in Catio Town. But let's exit this indoor bedroom. Thank you, team. Let me make sure I'm secure. Really perfect. All right. Hey, Mr. Leo. Mr. Thor in the Mellow Meow Suite. Riku, excuse me. Combined Riku and Miko there. Riku here in the Jungle Suite, of course, accompanied by brother and sister Xena and Bestie. Lupita enjoying life in her little snow globe. Savannah Lupita, I always love mentioning her rescue story and kind of a testament of what animal lovers and what your support allows or more so makes possible to get a cat to rescue here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Lupita took a plane, train, and automobile to get her to rescue. She flew in a small biplane. She came by car. It was a lot to get her to rescue, and people being able to utilize those types of resources for what someone might say a little old hybrid cat like her. Well, not for us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and not for you all. Coco and Sine enjoying a very northern Minnesota mid-morning here in the Up North Suite. And it looks like I don't see Topper in the Under the Sea Suite, which means he is outside in his outdoor catio. So we will certainly go out there. But that'd be Coco on our left, who's going to be the female of the group, a little bit darker, kind of Ledger's color like we just saw. And then, of course, Sine is a little bit more of that blonde, lighter color over on the right. I hear some hijinks happening over here. I think Lady's a little curious about her Enrichment TV. That's going to be Lady down on the shelf here. That's going to be Monica up on kind of that top of the stem of the tree. Looks like DJ making his way over on a limb on the left side here, and then Phoebe all the way up top. This is more kind of proof in that pudding that I was talking about. If if I were to be going out and documenting cats like Phoebe and DJ and Monica here in our bungalow system, I would have my work cut out for me and then some. Yeah, what do you think about that squirrel, Lady? These Enrichment TVs are something else. Welcome, everyone. If you are just joining us here, we're scooting around Catio Town. Certainly getting excited about the last week of Give to the Max or matching donations, concluding this Thursday. And also kind of showing off the completed outdoor catios of Catio Town. We got to take a look at one, the Sky Suites outdoor catio. I think I'm going to go into the Under the Sea Suite and check in on Topper and see what he's doing outside. But Lady getting pumped about her Enrichment TV. It's such a fun thing to see, admittedly. I kind of, I feel like it's that TV is going to rot your brain if you keep staring at it, kind of the old timer barking at the young ones, but it's doing its exact purpose. Caretakers are able to put on some fun feline programming like you see here, and well, the whole class is enjoying it. That was Monica, who we're just zoomed in here. Lady is all up in a tizzy in the best way possible, curious about how to climb and get the squirrels that are appearing on that TV. So a lot of gears turning in the brain, and that's one of the wonderful things about that Enrichment TV. Looks like Axel's just about to turn around in his cube there, but we're going to go and check in on Mr. Topper here in a second. It'll be Axel on the left in his cube, and then precious Phoebe on our right. And I think Phoebe just has some of the most beautiful eyes, really these beautiful kind of honey yellow eyes. And I kept on hearing a bunch of meowing coming from over here. Speaking of the Enrichment TVs. What do you think? What's up there, Sine? And a little bit of, siblings will be siblings. Coco can be a little vocal, but it's kind of all bark and no bite, so to speak. Coco and Sine are virtually attached at the hip there, so I think it's once Sine finds a good spot to cozy up next to Coco, she won't be so moody with him. But that's just sibling love there between these two. Coco and Sine are quite the dynamic duo. Bless you, Miss Coco. Bless you. Well, let's get outside, folks. I wanted to really focus on the outdoor spaces, so let's do so. Entering Mr. Topper's Under the Sea. Cue Sebastian the Crab singing away here. Look at this. Okay, Topper. He's getting a little more, kind of a DIY feel for his Enrichment TV in the Under the Sea suite. But let's head outside here. Obviously, like I pointed out earlier, we have our human door for the caretakers and of course, the cat door. Shields and guards when we do need to put them up. Hey, Mr. Topper, holy cow. I appreciate that greeting. You enjoying some fresh air this morning? Certainly, still a great space for a cat like Topper, but a little bit difference in size compared to the corner suite where we started. But a little bit different of a footprint, but nonetheless a great outdoor space for a cat like Topper. And another thing for a cat like Topper is how these different hybrid cats have kind of levels in which they're social with us humans. Topper is a cat who loves humans, as you can tell. Topper loves greeting them from afar, and I know that Topper is he's going to love having the fact that us humans are always entering and exiting the animal care building right across the way, right out of that door there. So, Topper, you're in a great spot not only for your proximity to Catio Town, but you get to see us right across the way. Yeah. Topper is so handsome, says Darlene P. He certainly is. He really is. I always think that that's just the best segue whenever someone comments on the looks of our hybrid rescues is the fact that I couldn't agree more with you. And tragically, there's a whole lot of other people out there who are just like us, agree that these cats are and that Topper is a part Wildcat. And that beauty is certainly there, but it's deriving from his wild genetics, and those wild genetics prevent Topper from being a good companion in the home. And Mr. Topper, we even love Bengals here at the Wildcat Sanctuary and acceptable of their Bengal traits to an extent. But Topper, you tried living in the Welcome Center for a little bit, and you peed over everything. Upstairs, everything. And that's just the reality of the situation. We don't know he is, but he may be friendly, he may be all things cat that you know. But at the end of the day, Topper still is a hybrid Wildcat and is really getting kind of pulled more in the wild direction than he is the domestic direction. What am I supposed to do? I can't get it. I can't even see you. I gotta kneel down. Yeah. And I know the internet's being a little funky with me being on the outside of the building here, but hopefully it's a little more steadfast for us here. While Topper is really getting all over me, I'm gonna try to make sure I'm not missing any more questions and comments. Well, thank you for that. Maybe we can do this, Topper. Oh, there you go. Harry Judson. Let's see. Belinda D asking, any of them choose not to go outside? Well, Belinda, like I mentioned, that we have just officially cleared the Catios for cat access. That would have been, I think on Friday of last week. So protocol for the doors, for entering and exiting, and so on. And to that point, it's only been a few days. So Belinda asking, has anybody not gone outside yet? The answer to that is yes. And understandably so. It's just been a few days. Everybody's going to kind of work up to it on their own and maybe kind of go outside in waves. And I kind of wouldn't expect anything less from our hybrid crowd. Yeah, Mr. Crazy, you're enjoying the fresh air here. I don't have too much time, Mr. Topper. I'm going to go check in with a few more cuties inside. Being a little funky on me. Especially since the internet's being a little funky with me. All right, back under the sea. I think I'm going to round off the last portion of this live post with some final kind of give to the max pumping up, if you will. We've been celebrating Give to the Max and double donations here at the Wildcat Sanctuary for probably about past 2.5 weeks. Oh, this is so fun, Felix and Bonsai. Probably the past 2.5 weeks. And that's going to be coming to a conclusion and climax this Thursday. Give to the Max Day is happening this Thursday, November 21st. I don't, I always get into a habit of teasing, but I just want to do a little bit of a tease, Felix and Bonsai, as something usually happens this last week of Give to the Max that we're able to announce and that you all are able to help get us to this point so we can announce this fun thing, which will be happening come tomorrow. So my little reminder for not only the finale of Give to the Max happening this Thursday, but also another thing that happens during this kind of last week of Give to the Max that I know you all get excited about, and boy, do we get excited about as well. But I'm not going to say too much, but something, as always, just to keep your ear to the ground and nose to the air, come Wildcat Sanctuary all this week, because you play a very important role in anything that happens here any time of year, but with this week being an extra important one. Hey, Mr. Felix. Let me zoom in. Yeah, you're such a handsome man. Felix the Bengal. Oh, this is so great. I gotta zoom out on you, Felix. I'm sorry. I gotta give Kisa a little shine here. I haven't seen any of the drawers having been used. I saw the evidence of the drawers being used in the Purby suite here, but now I'm seeing actual bona fide use from the drawer here. If my camera will focus, for gosh sakes here. Okay, we'll move over a little bit. There we go. I hear you, Mr. Tigger. That would be Tigger. So I hear someone saying, someone's very vocal. Tina G-Man, and then Debbie Sam's mentioning that as well. That would be, you know what? Actually, I apologize. I think that might have been this handsome man right here, Harley. Harley, was that you? Yes. Harley, one of those social guys who certainly loves his human attention. So he was probably just barking for Judson to come wandering over here. Harley, how about this? Let's end with a visit to your outdoor yard, because I know that you'll come and give me a guided tour out there. So let's do that, everyone. We're entering the City Chic Suites. Gosh darn it, don't say City Chic 5 times fast or else you'll be in trouble. Or don't hold the tip of your tongue and say City Chic or you will be in trouble. I'm going to be doing lots of fumbling with that, Mr. Harley. All right, what do you think? Thank you for this tour. And again, Harley, he's kind of in his bachelor pad, if you will. Harley's one of our singles, just like Topper. So a little bit more of a concentrated space compared to that big corner suite we started out with, but still lots of room for a strong individual man like Mr. Harley here. And we're obviously, too, on the other side of the building, so maybe not looking out at the ACC, but looking out onto the rest of Hybrid Haven. It's cool to see that officially bungalows off of these 2 outdoor yards, and they've been replaced with the new bungalows that you guys helped us purchase. Would have been right over here. We did our ALC live just the other day. So that's Fargo, Apollo, Minerva, and Aiden. Right in that front bungalow. Harley says, you're talking about everybody else. So just a little bit of kind of a geography for us here. And darn it, I couldn't get the phone to focus on Dream, but here we are. We got a great glimpse at her, and she's kind of, really working the Catio here. We found her in her bed a little moment ago. Looks like she's now made her way over to part of her catwalk here. A little pit stop there. I don't know if I see anybody else here with you, Dream. I know, Mr. Harley. I'm getting, Harley's really emphasizing that the camera should stay on him and not float over to other cats, huh? Yeah. Hey, Maria, glad to have you with us. Admittedly, we are going to be winding up, Mr. Harley. Look how majestic you look with that sun shining behind you. Yowzer. Wow. Oh, Lori Heath, that's a tongue twister that I'll have to try with Olivia in the office off air. I can tell where that tongue twister is going to get me. Val Marvin asking, no grass just yet, Marvin. I know as we kind of move into winter here in northern Minnesota, we have plans for raised flower beds, raised grass beds, but we're going to be instituting those come springtime. So just kind of moving into Catio Town this fall. Oh, were you looking at Dream? I see what was happening. I apologize. Just kind of moving into Catio Town this fall, we are looking forward to kind of implementing the more flora aspects of Catio Town come springtime. Yes, that's funny, Andre. Also talking about my little my word slip, the city chic. It's going to be where I'm going to really have to mind my P's and Q's here. Well, Harley, this is one of the beauties of Catio Town, is you get to safely interact with other residents. We know that, Harley, you have lived with other cats. You lived with Andre, you lived with Jewel for a little bit, but unfortunately after Andre's passing, we did have some trouble merging you with other cats, but that's totally fine, Mr. Handsome. But he can safely look over and admittedly mean mug Dream, who could give two hoots less. She's half asleep and enjoying the sunshine on her back there. But just one of the fun dynamics that gets to unfold in Catio Town here on a daily basis, kind of the safe observation of their neighbors. So that's cool that you got to share that with us, Mr. Harley. Hey, what about here? I'm still here. I'm still fun. He says, no, well, she's more fun. I'm still here. Hey. Yeah, Mr. Serious? Okay. Yeah. He says, all right, now I'm not so serious anymore. Okay, everyone. I had a blast checking in to some of the outdoor catios of Catio Town, getting to see the citizens of Catio Town, as I seem to like calling them. And of course, encourage everyone to stay close to us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Not only because matching donations for Give to the Max are active now, but Give to the Max is going to be wrapping up here soon on this Thursday. And you all know, our devoted followers and supporters, that usually on this last week, something extra special happens. So I have a busy day ahead of me. It's a beautiful day out, so I'm looking forward to getting a lot of cat documentation in, and just kicking butt for the cats and kicking butt for you guys. So I'm glad a little Catio Town visit on this Monday. And what did I tell you about Coco and Sine? Just a little spiciness from Coco at the beginning, but at the end of the day, it all turns to sugar. Sweet as honey, isn't that right, Miss Coco? All right, everyone. I appreciate you tuning in to this live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. More than appreciate all that you do for our 140 plus rescued residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary on a daily basis. And just thanks for making another wonderful day of living wild at heart for so many. It's Mr. Topper up to no good out there. So we will see you tomorrow here at the Wildcat Sanctuary for another live post, and getting excited for the finale of Give to the Max come Thursday. All right, have an excellent rest of your Monday, everyone, and we will see you soon.